In a 2005 interview on the program Blue Notte, a former president of the Republic revealed that Italian nuclear weapons were intended to destroy Prague and Budapest. In 2019, the United States withdrew from the INF Treaty, which bans intermediate-range nuclear weapons, drastically increasing the risk of first use. In fact, all war simulations show that while strategic weapons can contribute to deterrence, intermediate-range nuclear weapons greatly reduce the time needed for deterrence, defying its logic. On February 21, 2023, Russia suspended its participation in New START. However, it did not withdraw from the treaty and clarified that it would continue to respect the numerical limit set. On June 2, the United States revoked the visas of Russian nuclear inspectors. The treaty practically ceases to exist. Of course, everyone blames others. We humans can't seem to avoid falling into new wars. In a rare glimmer of light for the planet, Trump suggests negotiations with China and Russia to limit nuclear weapons and cut the three countries' military spending by 50%. Perhaps the great God enlightened him for a moment. If so, great God, please do it again with him and the other political leaders of the planet. We humans don't seem capable of avoiding constant wars. And the future, which is approaching, will be terrible. Doomsday Clock, according to the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists. In 2024, humanity moved ever closer to catastrophe. Trends that deeply worried the Council on Science and Security have continued, and despite unmistakable warning signs, national leaders and their societies have failed to do what is necessary to change course. So we now move the doomsday clock from 90 to 89 seconds to midnight, the closest we have ever been to catastrophe. Our fervent hope is that leaders will recognize the world's existential plight and take bold steps to reduce the threats posed by nuclear weapons, climate change, and the potential misuse of biological science and a range of emerging technologies. By moving the clock 1 second closer to midnight, we send a strong signal. Since the world is already dangerously close to the brink, a shift of even a single second should be taken as an indicator of extreme danger and a clear warning that every second of delay in changing course increases the likelihood of a global catastrophe. A shift of even a second is an indication of extreme danger. Appeal to decision makers. The enemy is a human being like us. I wish the country would work to bring some rationality to the current madness of international politics, which consists of wars, misunderstandings, and power games that always end badly. I wish some of our politicians could look a little further than their noses, think about the fate of the planet, and oppose the current arms race and hostility. The only sensible way is to first stop seeing our enemies as we are doing, to stop thinking that they should submit to the cultural, economic, or military supremacy of our godfathers. But above all, to learn to see our enemies as human beings who scare us because they do the things they do, and do them because they are afraid of us.